All right, hey everybody, back with another news feed here for you. And today, this one kicking off here, the 2026 Ram HD 7.2 liter ZF truck gets officially unrendered. Remember, this is from Auto Evolution, so they do a lot of the AI, CGI stuff. But there's some interesting. I want to read this because I like looking at the pictures and imagining what the next version is going to look like. I'll show you those, but the front of this is the key thing. Okay, before we do that, there's nothing that we don't know already. They're coming out in with at the early 2025. It'll be a 2026 model year for the HDs. They're coming out with new motors. They're going to have the 6.4 Hemi sticking around. They're going to triple the diesel power with the new 7.2 liter inline 6 Cummins mill that could come out, and they also have the original 6.7 is going to be there, and there's also going to be that high output one. So we know that there's new things coming, but this, what he says here in the beginning of this, I found very funny. This one little paragraph, two paragraphs right here. Ready? Stellantis wants to make bucket loads of cash with Chrysler when the iconic American brand only has one model on sale, a minivan. Sheesh. Has any billionaires come out of their mansion one day and said they will give all of their fortunes to charity? Also, do they think Dodge will hit milestone sales with the Hornet, an unreliable Alfa Romeo in disguise, or the Charger that lacks a legendary Hemi V8 under the hood? Are dogs running around town with pretzels strapped to their tails? So we're more than a little ironic here. Jeep and Ram are a bit safer, though. They'll just need a host of fresh models to mitigate any concerns. As for the pickup truck brand is concerned, they should have started adapting the Rampage for North America by now to give a proper answer to the 2025 Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz. Excellent two paragraphs. This right here is worth its weight in gold because it pretty much sums everything up. But as far as the new HD that's coming out for 2026, it'll be available early 2025. Here's the photos if you want to see them. These are renderings. Sweet looking truck though, little mods here and there. Come on, give me, here's the power outputs they're talking about that are going to be on this thing. The new Z8 or ZF transmission is going to be coming with it. So like I said, a lot of neat, I like the look. It's subtle, nothing major there, which I like because the design is good. And again, we don't know 100% for sure yet. This is just somebody's renderings. And this Autoya, this is his renderings, but I think I like what I'm seeing on here. I think the potential is definitely there. I'm pretty fired up for it, and I love their HD trucks. Ram does fantastic. So anyway, little info on that for you. More Ram stuff in this one here. Stellantis invests $406 million in 3 Michigan facilities, and so what's going to happen here? The investments are going to Sterling Heights Assembly Plant. All right, so the investments are going to Sterling Heights Assembly Plant, the Warren Truck Assembly Plant, and a Dundee Engine Plant. Sterling Heights is where they're going to be producing the new 2025 electric Ram EV, and also where they're going to be making the 25 Ram 1500 Ram Charger. That's the one that uses a 3.6 liter Pentastar motor as the actual onboard generator. And then the $97.6 million will go to the Warren Truck Assembly Plant, where they will build all of the next models of the Jeep Wagoneer, the electrical and internal combustion engines of the Jeep Wagoneer, Wagoneer L, Grand Wagoneer, and Grand Wagoneer L will be produced there. And then the Dundee Engine Plant gets $73 million. As part of this investment, the funding will help the facility be ready for battery tray production and beam machining for the STLA, which is the large platform that they're going to be running for their architecture and battery system for their EVs. So big things happening here. We'll see what it does, but Stellantis is moving money and making things happen. Now this one here, the recall here, this lawsuit, this one's pretty big. Okay, NHTSA has launched a probe in August of 2023 after spotting discrepancies between power steering recalls and customer complaints. The problem is Ram isn't addressing enough of these, okay? And they're not diving into it. And since it is a safety issue, NHTSA is getting involved and basically saying this isn't going to fly. So they've been doing this stuff and diving in. So what's happening here is Stellantis is accused of ignoring thousands of complaints about power steering issue, steadfastly insisting that their vehicles are defect free except for a few 2016 through 2019 Ram 1500 models, which apparently suffered from isolated manufacturing problems. Okay, we're talking about the EPS system right here. Okay, they allege that the 2013 through 2024 Ram pickups are equipped with defective electronic power steering units prone to sudden failure. Okay, this is what the lawsuit is right here. Fiat Chrysler Automobiles US is staring down at the proposed class action suit alleging that 2013 through 2024. That's a big deal. Okay, so apparently they didn't change nothing in there. In August last year, NHTSA Office of Defects began probing power steering issues in the 13th through 16 Ram 1500s. They highlighted a significant gap between FCA recalls for the power steering loss and the rising number of consumer complaints. So in other words, a lot of people are complaining, but Ram isn't fixing it. That's an issue, okay? It's bad when you start playing these kind of games. It's not a good thing here, especially when it costs so much money. It says they claim if the EPS unit fails, the steering wheel immediately becomes stiff and difficult to turn. It creates an unreasonable safety risk that's increased by a chance of likelihood of crash in the event of drivers losing control. So, in other words, you're driving and you got the power steering, everything's all simple, and now it's much harder to steer or to use your steering wheel because the EPS module, electronic power steering unit fails. It cost the repair bills to fix this is between $3,000 and $4,000. If there has never been a time in history where you need to listen to me when I tell you, make sure any vehicle you buy today has an extended warranty. Okay, it's pretty bad when even an EPS unit, electronic power steering unit, is $3,000 to $4,000 to repair this stuff. This is how crazy truck repairs and auto or vehicle repairs are today. So make a point. Do not play these games. Anything can happen at any time. But, it wasn't too many years ago. For $3,000, you could put a brand new motor and trans into something, or a brand new motor or a brand new transmission in something. Now you got little things like this that, this stuff used to, I remember on the Tacomas, it was like $1,100 to replace the whole entire steering system on these things back in the, the second gens and even into the third gens. Now everything is astronomically priced. And shame on Stellantis for not, you make a mistake, you got to own up to it. And every other manufacturer is doing really good at that. Although Ford has had a lot of hiccups this year and failed in a lot of different places, they're finally stepping up. Toyota, same thing. They took way too long with their engine recalls for the Tundras, and now their transmission recalls for the Tacomas, and Ford with their belt tensioner problems they're having now, and parts on back order for 6 months, and people left with cars stranded. This is all getting ugly. And but Ram has to step up. They got to take care of this stuff. $4,000 repairs are insane for this, and having them go out on 2024s they're talking about here. That's pretty crazy. I'm not diving into the recall. We're already 8 minutes into this. You can, if you want to. It's on NHTSA. You can go there and look it up and see what the deals are. But hopefully Stellantis makes this right for these people. So anyway, your thoughts down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks for watching.